Hi, it's Winnie from www.looneybugdesigns.com, and I'm honored to be your guest designer at Tuesday Treats today. Today I'm going to make a quick and simple graduation card. With the graduation season fast approaching, I thought that a money holder card would come in handy, and I wanted to be able to make quite a few of them so that I could have them ready to hand out. So I'm going to start today by creating a new project on a 12 by 12 mat, and I'm going to start here. The first cartridge I'm going to use is Plantin School Books, so I'm going to go to my linked cartridges. I'm going to scroll down until I find it. Alright, I'm going to hit the Shift key and I'm going to choose this rectangle. Alright, I'm going to move this over here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put real dial size on because I know the exact dimensions I want my card, and I'm going to take the aspect ratio button and I'm going to take that off because I want to be able to set both the width and the height. Alright, for the height, I know I want my card to be 9.25 inches. Click OK. And on the width, I want it to be 6.75 inches. Alright, so then I'm just going to make sure it's all on the mat. I'm going to tap off, and now I'm going to go into Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More, which is the featured cartridge this month at Tuesday Treats. And I want a simple oval, so I'm going to press this top gypsy button, and to make sure of the feature I want, I'm going to tap the button and make sure it's the shape that I want. And I know that's the shape that I want, but I don't want those slots in it. So I'm going to choose the blackout button. And again, I'm going to press the top button and this and just verify. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to tap the screen, add that to my menu bar, and go back. I'm just going to move this over here, and again I want my real dial size on and my aspect ratio off. I know that I want the height of this skinny oval to be 0.5 inches, and I want the length to be 6.25, which it already is. So now I'm going to take this, move it approximately where I want it, hold down the top silver button and tap the screen, hold down the bottom button and move my whole image into my screen, and I just kind of want to line this up so there's an equal amount of space on both sides. So I'm going to tap the image I want. Okay, sometimes I find it easier to just go out, move it over a little bit. Now that's selected, now I can hold down the button, zoom in again, and I can drag it to about the right position and then fine tune it with my buttons, and I know I want it a little bit further down. Once I have it where I want it, I will tap the top button again to go to the full view. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to hit my group button, and that shape is already highlighted. Then I'm going to highlight my next shape, and now I know any place I move them, I always go on and off to my basic. Any place I move it, nope, I didn't group them. So let's try it again. Group, and together. There they are. Now any place I move it, it's going to go where they're going to stay together. Next, I'm going to click a new page, and you can still see that image kind of in a light gray behind it. And I'm going to come down to my tags, bags, boxes, and more again. And this time I want this shape. And so I'm going to, I still want the blackout feature. I'm going to add one with the blackout feature. Tap it again. And add one in the normal feature. And go back to my map. I'm going to ungroup those. Alright, I'm going to zoom in so I know which one I'm working with. Oops. I didn't want that one, I wanted the one with the holes, so I'm just going to select it again, delete it. Going to go back in. I'm going to hit the shift, which gives me the holes. This time I'm going to take a look at it and make sure it is what I want. And come back out. And there it is. Alright, so I know that, again, I want the aspect ratio off and the real dial size on. And I know I want my height of the one with the holes in it to be 1.25. And the width to be 3.75. Then I'm going to come to this other shape, and I want it to basically be kind of like a shadow around it. So this one I'm going to take the height and I'm going to make it a 1/4 inch larger, so 1.5. And the width is 4.0. And I'm going to move that down here. And on my card, this is going to be red and this is going to be white. And now I also want to use this flower. So I'm going to take the shift off. But I want to do the blackout because I don't want any slots or holes. So I'm going to take a look at it once again. That's exactly what I want. Oops. And I don't want it grouped with that one, so I'm going to come back to my mat and just tap off. Okay, and I know I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. I'm going to ungroup those by clicking the ungroup button. My real dial size is on, but I'm going to turn my aspect ratio back on again. I'm going to get my first one, and I know I want my largest flower to be 2.0 inches. I want my next flower. I want the height. I want them to go in 1/4 inch increments, so I'm going to do 1.75. The next one, select my height, 1.5. The next one, select my height, 1.25. And finally my last one, I want it 1 inch. Okay, now I'm going to start with my outer